Hello everybody, it is Perry Table here, back with another video, and today we're going to be covering everything the Caves and Cliffs update has brought to us so far. As of recording this and publishing this, 20W51A is the new snapshot, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so first up we have Copper. Copper is the newest ore and is actually the newest unique ore since Emerald ore was added way back when. So to get copper, you'd have to mine up ore, which I just did, and then you'd use a furnace to craft it into a copper ingot, as you can see here. Then you'd use 4 of those to craft copper blocks, which you can then turn into slabs and stairs. And fun fact, the new longest name for an item in Minecraft is wax lightly weathered cut copper stairs. And then you also got the lightning rod and the spyglass. Now the spyglass helps you see more in the distance, so you can see the geode over there and more items that I will get to here in a moment. And yeah, that's the basics of copper. Maybe they'll have more uses in the future. So up next we have powder snow. This is going with the Caves and Cliffs update, and when you step in it, and when I go into survival, you can see like this frost starting to come up around me. And I'll start to be taking damage here in a moment, but since I'm on peaceful, it might not fully affect me. And my heart's just turned blue, and I'm gonna slowly be starting to freeze. And to prevent that, you can now wear leather armor to help protect against that. See, I'm not even freezing up, which is awesome. And currently, the only way to obtain it is through a bucket. See, as you can see, I can collect it, place it, and yeah, that's it for powdered snow. I just kind of like if I take off the piece, it should slowly start forming. Whatever. Let's put that back on. Alright, so next up we have dripstone, and the dripstone block. So as you can see here, dripstone can form stalagmites and stalactites, and then there's also the dripstone block. If I open this, and if you look above me, there is one, and if I were to break the stone block above the stalactite, it would indeed puncture me. And that's the first time I ever got stone. And, fun fact, if you were to throw a trident at one of these, it would shatter. Next up we have Skulk sensors, which is basically wireless redstone. So as you can see, I'm walking around, it's picking up and giving off a redstone signal. Now if you look closely, opening a chest triggers it, mining triggers it, but if I were to take wool here, let's go ahead back to creative, it does not detect wool, which is useful. So you can just kind of sneak around, and it cannot sense me. Like, I can mine, nothing. Mine, still nothing. So the wool does definitely help. Now we have candles. We'll get to those guys in a moment. So candles are basically just a new light source, and if I were to give myself flint and steel here, I could light all the candles, and the Skulk sensor is picking that up, wow. And as you can see, all the candles are lighting up from the flint and steel. So next up, we have the Axolotl. Now the Axolotl's an amphibian from Mexico that's endangered. And then they decided to add these guys into the snapshot. Aren't they they're actually kind of adorable. So as you can see, there's a pink variant, yellow variant, a brown variant, and a blue variant, and there's a very rare yellow variant that I sadly cannot spawn. We have geodes. These are massive structures that will generate underground. And this block is tough. No, well, it's easy to mine, but that's the actual name. And this is calcite. So currently, just for aesthetics, they don't really serve much of a purpose yet. but these geodes are essential to crafting a spyglass. They're used to make the glass inside of it. So as you can see here, we have a block of amethyst, if that's how you say it. We have a budding amethyst, and we have uh, the full crystal, which takes a while to go. And let these bats get out of the way.
I'd also like to point out that Tinted Glass is also a new addition to the update. That basically is glass, but it blocks all light coming into it, and it couldn't cause hostile mobs to spawn.
And yeah, that's all Mojang has added so far, but I'm sure there's gonna be more. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. This was really fun to make. I can't wait to see what Mojang adds in the future. Should be pretty cool. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.